Hello, our viewers. A very good evening to you all. I hope you've all had a lovely week. Yes, it is a festive season. We are in the Easter period, and today is Good Friday. But here we are at Out and Proud offices. We're still reaching out to you, sharing the good news with you, sharing what's happening in the LGBT community. Me and my friend here,
Bridget. Hello, viewers. Good to be with you today. It's a festive season. We are happy to be here and share a bit of information with you.
This is the first Friday of April, and yes, we are here at 198 Contemporary Arts and Learning Building, and we're here to share with you and to keep you informed on what's happening in the LGBT community. My name is Mabel, your host. Thank you so much for joining us. If it is your first time to join, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon for notifications whenever we are tuned in. Today we're going to be sharing with you about what has been happening with the anti-gay bill in Uganda that was passed a few weeks back. This is a very inhuman bill that was passed by the members of parliament in Uganda, which criminalizes homosexuality.
It sets out a lot of bad publicity for the gay community. Very harsh laws against the LGBT community. I think a minimum of about 10 years imprisonment and life imprisonment. And some of the punishments are very, very unnecessary in this modern day world.
Yeah, with everything that is happening, and the penalties include imprisonment and death penalties, which are very inhuman because there's no way if you look at all aspects, there is no way you're going to punish someone for being who they are with death. Yeah. With death. And with that, because we've had this discussion for over a month now, and we're just trying to create awareness to the public and to whoever is going to get access to this video. And since we are in a free space where we can talk about these things openly, we are trying to come up with ways in which we can help our brothers and sisters who are back home in Uganda. And with that, here at Out and Proud, we have come up with a petition. It's a travel ban on Ugandan MPs and clergy who supported the anti-gay homosexuality bill, all of those who signed on it. Because these are people who like to travel to the Western world. They like to come to the UK and other countries. They have buildings, they own buildings, they own businesses. Their kids come to school passports here. Yes, they have official passports, and they come and enjoy.
All benefits to move anywhere they want.
Yes, they come and enjoy a lot of benefits in the Western world, and we are
the gay community that they want to criminalize. So why should they come to see us when they feel the Speaker of Parliament said there's nothing she needs in the Western world. She said she was sent to Parliament by the people of her community, so she didn't come to represent the Western world.
Yes.
So then she should be comfortable staying in Uganda. So we are petitioning the UK government to put a ban to all the MPs, starting with the Speaker herself, and all the others that participated in that debate and voted for that bill.
Yes, and we need more signatures. So far we have over 800 signatures, but we still need more for this bill to go into Parliament. The first bit, do you have it there with you?
Yeah.
So could you go ahead and read for us, please?
It's a travel ban on Ugandan MPs and clergy who supported the anti-homosexuality bill. It says on the 21st March, Ugandan MPs approved legislation that will further criminalize LGBT plus people and their allies. It reinforces existing legislation banning gay sex and bans LGBTI identities and promotion of homosexuality with penalties, including imprisonment and the death penalty. Whereas the UN experts say that the legislation is an egregious violation of human rights, we call for this travel ban in response to the request by the LGBTIQ Ugandan activists who have asked the international community to secure action to stop the bill and support their human rights. The bill now awaits President Museveni's signature. We may discourage him from signing and penalize those who have voted and advocated in favor of the bill. Travel bans are known to be one effective way of impacting those responsible for tyrannical legislation.
Yes, as you have heard, please go ahead and check on all our social media platforms and sign the bill. This is a very, very inhuman act, and it was agreed upon by over 300 members of parliament in Uganda. This is very unacceptable, and we here at Out and Proud, we are so against it, and we call upon the community, we call upon whoever comes along and whoever sees this petition to please sign so that we push it forward, because we need, this is our way of fighting for our fellow members, our brothers and sisters who are back home.
What's unfortunate is many of these MPs that are signing this bill, we've seen them in these Western countries. They have families there. They have relatives who are LGBT plus.
Yes.
But because for them, they know their relatives and families are easily protected outside Uganda, and they can always fly in and out of Uganda to come and check on them, then why should they go ahead to deny the people living in Uganda their rights to be who they want to be?
Yes.
So if they feel that it's something bad, let them not interfere with the Western world where people are free to be who they are. So,
because it's kind of should I call it kind of a slogan? Because they keep insisting that homosexuality originated from the Western world, and they keep attaching everything that happens in our communities to the Western world. They claim they claim people back home get funded. They claim to be gay. They claim the Western world pays people to become gay. Yes. So, well, the Western world or the Western countries which pay people to be gay, I think you should stop coming to the West. You don't have to send your kids to come to this country for study or anything.
So I think we also need to make it clear to the Ugandans back home that there is no one who is paid to be LGBTI plus. So everyone chooses to be
who they want to
people
be.
grow to be who they want to be. People are born who they are, and there is no payment whatsoever. So if you're out there and you think you're going to be paid to be LGBT, it's a joke.
It is a joke. And it's funny because when they come up with such, people go ahead and believe that they can actually, because I've seen on my one of my social media accounts, someone was sending me, they keep sending me messages like, oh, I also want to join. I also want to join. There is nothing to join. You have to be who you were born as to be part of the LGBT community. Yes, there are people who go ahead and make such claims that we are getting paid or we are getting anything out of us being on this, coming out
to travel here.
Yes,
because
but no,
we are LGBT.
No, that's not the way it is. Well, we are who we are, and as a matter of fact, we are not paid. We just live our normal lives, just like anyone else. We have jobs. We go to work and earn and make a living on our code, but we don't. No one pays anyone. So if you have such a mentality, well, sorry, you die a broke person because no one is going to pay
the wrong platform.
Yes.
The wrong platform.
And in addition, if you want to sign this petition, just remember you have to be residing in the UK. If you have maybe friends or people, or all of you who are watching right now and you're not residing in the UK, your signatures will not be acknowledged unless you have maybe a friend you can forward this petition to, and then they sign it because they have to be residing in the UK, as I emphasize on that. And as I mentioned, we have over 800 signatures so far, but we need 10,000 signatures for the government to respond to this petition, and we need 100,000 signatures for this petition to be considered for debate in the British Parliament.
So this petition is basically for UK residents. If you're out there and you're a supporter of our group, maybe you have family or a friend in the UK, you can forward this petition to them. It's only valid if you sign it from within the UK. So anyone outside the UK cannot be part of this petition.
Go on our social media platforms and share this petition so we are not doing this only for the LGBT plus community in Uganda or in African countries. We are doing this for the LGBT plus community general all over the world.
So if this petition is passed, it will serve as an example to other parliaments out there in Africa who intend to do the same.
Yes, we are reaching out here to everyone out there to come up and, speak on behalf of the LGBT plus community. You don't really have to be a part of the LGBT community, but it is very inhuman for someone to be sentenced to death because of who they are. There's a lot of discrimination going on in Uganda. There's a lot of violence going on against the LGBT community in African countries. And this petition is going to serve maybe, and we hope it will serve as maybe a warning, or maybe
to be a warning and something to show the rest of the African community that in case they try to engage in such such activities that criminalize LGBTI people, they could face the same sanctions against them. We call upon everyone. We call upon church leaders who are in support of human rights. Yes. We call upon communities. We call upon our friends, our families, friends of the LGBT community, families of the LGBT community all over the world that are residing in the UK. Please kindly sign our petition. It could save a family member. It could save a friend. It could save someone out there from death, from a prison sentence. Because the moment that comes up, maybe they'll also feel pressed, and they'll know that someone getting on their rights to travel, they'll feel a pinch of pain because they have families here. They have some of them even have investments in the Western world that they call evil. So when this touches them, maybe they'll come back to their senses.
Yes, probably. We hope it does. And this is our way here at Out and Proud. We're using this platform to reach out to everyone, to reach out to the world, to show them what's happening in African countries. These inhumane, bills that are coming up and laws which are so against the human rights act, the legislations. And if and in any case, please go on our website, africanlgbt.org, and there you'll find all the social media platform addresses where you can go and log in and sign a petition. You'll find we have a Facebook platform, we have a YouTube channel. You'll find us on Twitter, you find us on Instagram. We have our TikTok account, and we have SoundCloud podcasts. There you can see what is happening, and we shall be giving more updates on what is going to be happening with our petition.
Just we wanted to give you some more information about Out and Proud, OPAL. It's a charity organization supporting LGBTI+ asylum seekers and refugees in the UK, France, and the Netherlands. So if you're out there, you're in France, you're in the Netherlands, you have family there, please kindly share our pages with them. Encourage them to like, share, and subscribe to our channels. They will get all the information about our petition, and kindly sign it. It could save a life.
Our organization is not only, we don't only associate, or we don't only LGBT people. There's also members who are just in support of the LGBT community, and there's friends and family. There's well-wishers as well, like people who are not LGBT, because this is
human rights activists.
Yes, human rights activists. So this is just a call to everyone out there. I don't think death is a punishment deserving of any kind of earthly sin. I don't think so. It is very unacceptable. That is why we're calling upon you right now, so that we can sign this petition, so that we can try to make an impact on what's going on back home. Yes, and yet again, we're here wondering if Museveni will be signing this bill. Because, he was given 60 days to sign the bill, and so far he's not come out officially to make a statement with the members of parliament. And I think it's kind of the same thing that happened back in 2014. Yeah. So in my opinion, I think he might sign it to please the people, because
the voters,
to please the voters and to please the communities and the members of parliament, because I think it's the same thing that happened even last time in 2014, and because he's power greedy, so he might do that to appease the people, at least he might decide.
But he's also money hungry, so he may not sign the bill because it comes up with a lot of sanctions against the country as a whole, and it would be very unfortunate if he signed it, because it would deny people of so many things. The funding for HIV people is mainly from abroad. The medicine they receive for malaria, we had a few months ago, some members of parliament from Uganda came to the parliament of UK here to try and talk them into sending them more support on malaria, because it seems like the people dying from malaria, the numbers have increased since COVID, because the funding has reduced. So these Western countries will not be able to offer enough support, because people will be denied. They are denying people of human rights, so they cannot agree with a government that is inhuman. They may cut off support, and this will be very bad for so many people.
Yes, but well, again, I also think, like, unlike before, this time round, like, there's been a lot of demonstrations and protests. Well, the church leaders came out, like, from all religions, and for the first time, all religions came together. The Muslim community and the Christian community, they all came together to make sure this bill is pushed forward. That is something unseen and unheard of in Uganda, but they came forward just for this. There's a lot of demonstrations. Schools, teachers, head of schools were pushing students on the streets, demonstrating and protesting. I just feel like a lot of the community as a whole, like, many people have really participated in pushing this bill, unlike before. I don't know, because I would say it's because of the social media we're having right now. Like,
there's a lot of hypocrisy surrounding this demonstration. So it really bothers me. Why would the Muslim community join the Christian community that it spoke? They are number one rival.
They are okay, and then they get,
yes, because it's a sin. It's a sin according to their faith.
Yes, but so they're okay to deal with that sin.
To deal with that sin, and then they feel this sin is very big. Growing up from a Christian community, we've all come to know that all sins are the same. Yes. So before God, all sins are the same. So it really bothers me why some people should think that their sins are better than
bigger, or they're smaller than someone else's
sins.
Yes.
So there's a lot of hypocrisy among the church communities and the communities. Then I think also there's not much sensitization about LGBT rights and what the LGBT people do. They have some section of people have come up to publicize LGBT people as people with money that want to come into the community of children and make all of them like them, which is not true.
Yes, well, those are the allegations that are going on. Even the members of parliament themselves, this is what they're preaching in their constituencies. They're telling people the LGBT community, they're the ones that commit, I don't know, they're the ones with the rapists, we are the pedophiles, we are being labeled in a very, very negative manner. Yet, if you go back, if they would educate... Yes, if they would go back and educate the community, educate maybe the students they're taking out in the streets to demonstrate about the LGBT community, which they don't even clearly understand, because all they're being told is being LGBT is evil, being LGBT is a sin.
Being LGBT is gay sex.
Yes, because they don't know. There's a lot of there's a lack of awareness, and there's a lot of ignorance that is going on, and it's being spread into the young generation, which is really heartbreaking. Because if this generation grows up like with these, with these ideas, with these conceptions about the LGBT community, you wonder what will be left, what Uganda will be like in the next 20 years.
You see, and so many local radios and platforms are giving audience to people who are making LGBT sound very absurd. Recently, I heard about a documentary where someone was saying that he had been engaged in gay sex, and he was first introduced to, he first heard about homosexuality in the 2000s. So it's really unfortunate that me growing up, when I was a little girl in the 90s, I already knew that there were gay people existing in schools, and we always heard about all these things, and we knew them, we grew up knowing that. But then someone over 40 years going on social media and on a Ugandan television saying that this is something new is very, very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate indeed. And well, there's been a lot of people coming up claiming to be, actually they are not claiming to be gay. They claim they have been abused, or they've been raped, or they were forced into gay relationships at one point. And these people, well, because it makes me wonder, like, where have they been all this time? Because they would have come up then.
Yeah.
They would have come out, well, you've been abused, you've been sexually abused, just go and report it. And you've been abused by a man and you're a man, go and report it. Why do you have to wait?
The law has existed since 1950.
Yes, it's been there since 1950. I just think, I believe this is all a conspiracy to bring these people out so that they can pollute the communities and the society and the people who know less about the LGBT communities, to kind of paint it in a bad picture, to say like, being LGBT is, is evil, as it has been labeled by the society, by the religious leaders, by the members of parliament, and by the president himself. Because if you hear in most of his speeches, actually, even on BBC, anywhere he goes, he does this publicly. He proper diminishes, he proper puts down people of the LGBT community.
And many of the members of parliament are learned people. They have been to school. They know these things. They are well traveled. But then they come up and then they'll stand in parliament and start. They start becoming even vulgar and telling young children that, do you know what is sweet? Is that really necessary?
Oh, I know. I saw that video. It's really absurd. It is really absurd. Well, that is someone who should be sent to jail or prison or something. Because he's being vulgar.
Yeah, promoting sexual immorality.
Yes. On national television. And that is something that was printed everywhere, on all newspapers. It's on all social media platforms in Uganda. It's on all TV stations. Yeah. That is immorality. Maybe we should start with that. Influential people who are meant to influence us in positive ways, they start spreading these atrocities, and they, just trying to paint a certain group of people because they are not like them, or because they are different. I think it's the difference that they do not understand that scares them. I think it's why they're trying to paint us in that manner, to make us like the bad person. But there's a lot of things going wrong in Uganda as a country, as a government. There is a lot of things that are happening that they should be looking into, that they should be putting out bills for, that these members of parliament should be signing bills for, and that the society should be demonstrating for, that the religious leaders should come out and demonstrate for, but not this. Not this.
What's sad is these religious leaders haven't come up to renounce Christianity, which is Western. Why don't they stick to the old traditional ways?
They should start with that.
If they think they want the country to remain traditional, then they should engage in traditional.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy, really.
Prayer. It's the hypocrisy, because Christianity and Islam are both foreign.
Yeah, they're foreign norms. Yeah, they're foreign learnings. They're foreign norms we adopted from the Western world, or from wherever they came from. Yes, and on a last note on this matter, please do not forget to sign our petition. Go on our social media platforms. Go on africanlgbt.org. You find all our platform links, and sign this petition. We need to put it forward. We need 10,000 signatures for this petition to be considered by the British Parliament.
Government, and 100,000
signatures
for it to be debated in the Parliament of the UK.
Yes.
So, and all these signatures must come from someone residing in the UK. So if you're out there and you're not in the UK, you could be having a friend, a family member, or a well-wisher. Please kindly share and encourage them to sign this petition. It could save a life.
Yes, with that being said, we're not going to forget that it is Good Friday. And those of you who observe this weekend,
It's a season
happy
of love.
Easter. It's a season of love and sharing and festivities. Well, as you
Season of
can see,
forgiveness.
season of
Jesus died
forgiveness.
for our
Cheers
sins,
to you
so-
all. Yes. Jesus died for our sins, so we could live. We could live in His way and in His will. And yes, we do recognize.
And we're here to wish everyone out there a happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter season. And yet, while the sun was up today, I woke up to the sun shining in my face. The summertime is here. And as you all know, here at Out and Proud, all we do during the summer is party and party and party and party and party and be happy and live a good life and exist because we are safe. And yes, we are going to be we have a lot of activities coming up. We have a house party coming up.
Beach parties.
We have two beach parties actually. We're going to be having a sports day. We're going to be, in the park every day, enjoying the sun and, socializing and gathering. We have lots of birthday parties. We have
Mayor's Day and the Pride.
we have
So
Pride.
We are so happy.
They're all coming.
Prides are
London
coming up.
Pride, Brighton Pride, Black Pride. So guys, just get ready, get your shoes on, and yes, summertime is here. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to be having a blast. We're going to be enjoying. And to our brothers and sisters who are in Ramadan, we do acknowledge, and yes, we respect that you're taking a break from most of the activities that are going on, and we wish you the very best. We hope it all goes well, and yet we shall see you maybe on Eid, most of
After
you,
Eid.
or after Eid. Yes, we can't wait for you guys to come back and join the activities that are happening. Yes, being part of the LGBT community, so out there, does not make us any less religious. We are so Christian and we do recognize our Christian days, and we do have our Christian values intact, just like our brothers are going through their Ramadan, and just like some of us are celebrating Easter today. Yeah. Yes, we are human. We do exist. We are part of society. We do not need you to acknowledge us, but we just need you to know we are here and we do exist. Yes, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Not really. We're just excited at the OPAL that summer is coming up. We encourage new members to come, not only LGBTIs, but people who love LGBT, people who are friends of the LGBT, family members, and people out there who LGBT but fear to come out. If you're in the UK, you're Black LGBT, you're African, please feel free. UK is a free country. You can express yourself as you like. So no one will attack you. You'll be free to do whatever you like.
And here at OPAL, our doors are wide open. Our windows are wide open. We don't even have a roof. So you can come in whichever you can come in. You can drop in. You can, you can jump through the window. You can go through the door. We shall welcome you with open hands. Yeah. And you meet a big, big, big family. You just come
where you won't be discriminated. Yes. Where you won't be judged. Where everyone will be happy for you.
Yes, and with you. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us today. Today was I was here with my friend Bridget, a member of Out and Proud, and we're always happy to join you and share with you. And thank you so much for tuning in. If it is your first time to join us, do not forget to like, to share, and subscribe. And please do sign our petition for the anti-gay bill, for the travel ban for all the members of parliament in Uganda who signed the anti-gay bill. And yes, do not forget to click on the bell icon for notifications whenever we are tuned in. Have a blessed Easter holiday. And yes, some of you who are out there who would like to join some of our festivities, we're going to be having the Mayor's Day in June. That will be on the 24th. And we shall be in Kensington Park, where we shall meet, socialize, have drinks, barbecue, and
we shall also be having some fun celebrations at the King's Coronation. So if you are a friend of the LGBTI, kindly drop in and celebrate it with us in May. We shall communicate the dates.
Yes, for more information, just go on our social media platforms. We'll be sharing more information with you guys. Just come and be there and have a good time and chill with the big boys. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye. Have a lovely weekend.
Happy Easter.